Aloha, and Tashi Delay from Kauai Tibetan Buddhist Dharma Center here on the island of Kauai. We present this class every Thursday night from 6 to 8 and is zoomed worldwide. I'm Lama Tashi. When we start this class, we presented this because the outer world, including one's body, is an illusion. And it is completely empty. And when I use the word emptiness, I'm like space. And this space-light energy pervades everything. And we call it sunyata, or voidness. And this outer illusion is shared and created by the minds of sentient beings. Inside, we have what is called mind. The mind projects the illusion. And it does this with two aspects of thinking. The first one is premeditated judgment. That as things arise on the outer screen, they are judged to be good or bad, high or low, or we have what we call ignorance, not knowing that this situation is like this. Then inside, the emotional connection to the outer illusion is called delusion, and it is based on ignorance. Sentient beings, animals, humans, and spirits, have this in their conditioned existence. But they also have another factor of consciousness that knows that this inner program and the outer one are totally illusory. And that's called wisdom. And the antidote to that is the Dharma. I pray for the blessing of my Lama Guru, my great and completely worthy spiritual friend. I pray that outstanding loving kindness, compassion, power, and insight penetrate my stream of being now today. I pray to the Lama who sits on a lotus, sun, and moon seat on the crown of my head. In your great kindness, grant me the insight of compassion, power, and insight right now in this place. And may it penetrate my stream of being. Those two prayers I say upon awakening. Understanding that the waking stage is an intermediate stage between sleep, dream, and other intermediate states called death of the body and moving into the next life, and then the dream and sleep stage. And what we are doing is creating an illusory program to help penetrate the illusion that we are bound up in. And by doing that, one can liberate themselves. And it is absolutely necessary to have the guidance of the lamas and all the lineage masters that evolved from Shakyamuni Buddha's teachings over the last 2,600 years down to the present day. Having said that, we take refuge. In order to attain enlightenment for myself and limitless sentient beings, my mothers, we now all together take refuge and offer prostrations. The prostrations are the basis of the foundation practice of all the sutras and tantras taught by the Buddha, and take us into a state of infinite connection to all the beings in the universe, and helps us to generate a feeling of warm-heartedness towards all of them. Unconditional loving kindness, as exemplified by all the lamas. And at the same time, help to do practices that help to alleviate the pain and suffering of sentient beings. Sutra, Tantra, and practices on avoidance. We go for refuge to all the holy lamas. We go for refuge to all the Buddhas, all the yidams, the deities gathered in the mandalas. We go for refuge to all the Buddhas, those who have conquered their mind and gone beyond. We go for refuge to all this supreme Dharma. We go for refuge to all the noble Sangha. And we go for refuge to all the Dakinis and Dakinis, who are the protectors and defenders of the Dharma. All of these possess the eye of transcending awareness. And we chant that in Sanskrit, which is the way all of the teachings of the Buddha are transmitted to all the classes and cultures of humans on the planet. The first prayer, the altruistic motivation, goes like this. Dag dang jowa nampe tadang yampe samchan tamshe dudine junti te jisi jangchu nimpo lachi vivardu. And the refuge prayer, which is said 3 times at the start of each session and also used with the prostration practice. Alden Lama Dampa Namla Chapsu Chio Yedam Chokorgi Latso Namla Chapsu Chio Sanjay Shom Dende Namla Chapsu Chio Dampe Shur Namla Chapsu Chio Tape Gendu Namla Chapsu Chio Kawo Kanjo Chokyun Sume Shom Ishe Ki Shendang Dempa Namla Chapsu Chio. So this altruistic motivation, which is unique in Tibetan Buddhism, and these 6 refuges, the 3 jewels and the 3 roots, are also unique in Tibetan Buddhist practice. The Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, all Buddhists take refuge in. But we also take refuge in the lamas and the Dakinis and Dakinis, the peaceful and protector yidams that help to change the delusionary aspect of our consciousness to break free of the outer illusion. Then we take the refuge in the 6 Bodhisattva practices, which are absolutely necessary to attain enlightenment. We go for refuge to the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. And this Supreme Assembly, we go for refuge to them until enlightenment We go for refuge by gaining merit through practice. And by practicing the 6 bodhisattva perfections, we accomplish Buddhahood, which is freedom from the delusion of the inner state and the illusory aspect of the outer state, the universe and all the sentient beings in it. Sanjay Chodam Chuki Chodam Jai Chu Ardu Dagni Shapsuchi Nagi Jinzo Chipe Sonam Chola Benjo Sanjay Drupasham. The 6 bodhisattva training, called the 6 perfections, are generosity is number 1. Morality, ethics, and good manners is number 2. Patience is number 3. Diligence in practice is number 4. Meditative accomplishment is number 5. And these 6 produce the 6th, which is insight to the absolutely true nature of one's mind. These 6 bodhisattva disciplines are practiced not only on the worldly application to directly benefit friends, relatives, lovers, sentient beings that live in and around us, but also on the wisdom level of Dharma practice, where compassion, power, and insight is the aspect of each one of these first 5 disciplines. And it is the total accomplishment of insight of the 6th discipline, wisdom. The wisdom of voidness, combined with the wisdom of compassion, altruistic compassion. And these 2 based on unconditional love. Tonight we're going to do the 3 lights meditation practice with the 5 elements practice to start to understand that the elemental nature, which is the makeup of everything in the universe, is completely based on the space light energy of the universe, just as it is. And that aspect of the universe, that situation, is perfect. So we generate healing energy based on that aspect of voidness, space, the mother element, using earth, water, fire, and air also to induce healing energy within your body by using the psychic energy of your own mind. Sit with your back straight, eyes open to the space in front, about arm's length in front, head slightly tilted forward, hands comfortable on the knees or in the lap, mouth closed, and bring your focus to the breath, breathing through the nose if possible. Inhale, diaphragm expand. Exhale, diaphragm contracts. Everything's spontaneous. Now with the inhale, visualize white light coming in with the air to fill your lungs. The middle breath is visualized as the absorption breath with red light flashing through every cell in your body. These two joined together become the blue light exhaled out your nose as an infinite application of healing to all sentient beings, filling space. Again, inhale white light, fill your lungs. Red light, visualize with the absorption breath to every cell in your body. These two combined become the blue light exhaled out your nose to space. Count to yourself 21 of these breaths.
Someone's mentioned that.
Somebody has their mic on. On the 21st count, take your mind, your focus off your breath. Combine the three lights into a tiny particle and center it in your heart chakra in the middle of your chest, in the central channel of your life force. In this way, you connect to the voidness of the infinite light that fills the boundless universe of space. Relax for a few moments without meditation in this unconditional state. Space. Then from this dimension of being, again, focus on the particle in your heart chakra and visualize it to grow into a small sphere of clear light. Then visualize that sphere of clear light to grow into one of the 5 elements used for healing in this practice. Tonight, we're going to use the 6-sided cube labeled Earth, yellow in color. Visualize that six-sided yellow cube about the size of your thumbnail in the center of your heart chakra. Then with your imagination and focus together, visualize it to move out in front of your chest and up before your eyes, 2 feet in front. Then from that small size, visualize it to grow large enough like a room that you can see yourself sitting inside of, a six-sided yellow cube. Labeled Earth. Then keeping imagination and focus together, expand it in size to completely enclose a large area of where you're doing this practice, about 50 miles in diameter. Here in Hawaii, we visualize the island of Kauai and surrounding ocean inside the yellow cube. Then visualize it to grow in size to completely enclose Mother Earth, including her atmosphere. Earth enclosing Earth and all of the beings existing there. And expand this mandala of the six-sided cube to completely enclose our solar system. Billions of miles in every direction. Then expanded in size to completely enclose our spiral disc-shaped galaxy. Then move beyond the boundaries of your ordinary mind and have it merge with the infinite light of boundless space. This cannot be imagined, so no meditation. Simply relax in this unconditional situation, space. This is where we get the term voidness or emptiness, which we apply to everything, including our mind. Then return from this infinite dimension of existence by again creating the six-sided yellow cube enclosing the spiral disc-shaped galaxy. Applying healing energy to the infinite number of beings existing in our galaxy. Shrink it in size is just enclosing our solar system. Smaller and smaller to the cube enclosing Mother Earth. In a large area of the neighborhood where you are doing this practice, then bring all of that into the six-sided cube, visualize with your form sitting inside, just as you are. All the light force, healing energy of the entire universe into you, your form. Then end the practice by bringing the cube to its original small size, about the size of your thumbnail, 2 feet in front of your eye. Drop it to chest level, bring it into your heart chakra. Shrink it to a tiny point of light and blend that with the infinite light of boundless space. Relax. Be present. In space. No drama here. Then return your awareness to in front of your eye and expand it into your area of influence. Then, as bodhisattvas dedicate the virtue of this practice to the benefit of all sentient beings. Our mothers. There's nothing more powerful in healing than the application of the 5 elements. And with other healing modalities, this practice can be blended. To accomplish healing on the outer symptomatic applications, which is what all medicine on the planet is about. Symptomatic healing. But with the application of the space element actually producing a treatment for the cause of the mental and emotional afflictions that produce dis-ease, illness. So we recommend that this practice be taught to all levels of humans, children, teenagers, adults, older people, regardless of their situation. For healing purposes. Tonight we're going to do the practice of the Medicine Buddha. Which brings all the healing energy of this practice and all the sutra and tantra and teachings on voidness taught by the lamas, condensed into one powerful tantric practice. It is presented as a sutra with the Medicine Buddha text. And with the empowerment and guidance of the Lama, we've actually used this text and the mantra and seed syllable encased in copper as a healing tool for energizing food, articles, ourselves. For healing. The Medicine Buddha text, translated into English by my translator, Sarah Harding, is the most powerful of all the sutra texts, based on the Heart Sutra that form is emptiness and emptiness is form. So emanating from the Mother of Perfect Wisdom, the Medicine Buddha Tanka shows the Medicine Buddha in blue, dressed in 3 robes of a Lama, backed by a sun and moon sit, with a blue sphere of interconnectedness circling his head. sitting on a lion throne, 32 petal lotus sun and moon disk, which symbolizes taking birth in the human condition. In a natural setting, sky, mountains, rivers, plant, animals. And a cross Vajra is the symbol of the 5 Dhyana Buddhas. His right hand holding the Myrabalan fruit, which heals all physical ailments. And left hand holding a begging bowl of the wisdom nectar of voidness to purify the conflicting emotions and judgmental mind of sentient beings. The 3 lights from the Lama's 3 places enters your 3 places with Om Ah Hum. These 3 placed in the central channel, Om in the head, Ah in the throat, Hum in the heart, all move together in the heart chakra and become the wisdom of the Buddha Aksobhaya. From the eastern direction, which symbolizes the mirror-like wisdom of mind as everything interconnected to everything else. And I'm going to read part of the text tonight as a sutra application. Then we'll do the tantric practice of the mantra and visualization. I pray to the victor medicine Buddha, those beings born in the realm of hell because of immorality, abuse of others, and harmful minds, upon hearing your name, take a higher rebirth. I pray to the king of medicine, those whose health and life are undone by discord and slander of all sorts, upon hearing your name, possess the treasure of an ocean of quality and merit, and the blessings of your inconceivable passion appeases the affliction and pain of beings. I pray to you, light of lapis lazuli, that those born in the realm of deprived spirit, praetus called hungry ghosts, who are bound by extreme greed, upon hearing your name are born as generous humans. Your name cannot be harmed. I pray to the King of Healing. I pray to the Lama Senlak, Sernzak, Yerne, Ganwa, Nirgurma, Chopa, Chokyang, Nyukshin, Galpo, Dorgan, Galpo, and all the other royal lineage masters from the lineage of Shakyamuni Buddha down to the present. I pray to the completely perfect mandala of these lamas, and also to Brahma, Indra, and the 4 kings of the 4 directions, to the 12 great chiefs of the spirit nurturings, and others. I pray to the collection of volumes of the Holy Dharma, and to the sutra of prayers of the 7 Tathagatas, and the cycle of sutras on the medicine Buddha. Also the text by the great Abbot Shiwanso and all others. I pray to all the teachers, gurus, and lords of Dharma, and to Bodhisattva and Trisong Detsen, who established this in Tibet, and so on to Lupan Gelpo and the Bodhisattvas and all the holy lamas of all the lineages. May the blessings and prayers of this dissipate the many dangers and sicknesses, having quenched all fears of lower realms of death. Bless me to be born in the mind of the Diva, the illusory aspect of Dewa Chen. Boom. In the country of Oregon, in the juncture of Northwest, in the center of an open lotus, having obtained the wonderful and most perfectly seated, one renowned as a lotus form, Padmasambhava, surrounded by an infinite encircling host of Dakinis, please approach to grant your blessing. It enables us to follow your example. Let blessings fall on this worthy plate, and to me, the worthy aspirant. Transmit the four empowerments for the perfect accomplishment of all appropriate wishes. Please clear away all obstacles that hinder and take us in the wrong direction. Please grant us the supreme and ordinary cities through Dharma practice. Om Ahu Vajra Guru Pema To Train Sal Vajra Samaya Za Za Sarva Siddhi Pala Hum Am Hri Ma Hrini Sara Sita Hri Ya Sita Hring Hring Za Za Guru Kandro Shokin Guru Dachet Moke Bunama Loki Kume Chungiru Kasa Solam Chikilo Guru Padmasambhava, together with your assembly of Dakinis, grant us your devoted children the blessing of your body to our bodies. Please grant the blessing of your speech to our speech. Please grant the blessing of your mind to our mind. Please grant the blessing of the four empowerments. Bless me that the four continuums become pure through practice. Bless me we learn the four paths. Bless us to attain the four bodies of a Buddha. Om Ahum Vajra Guru Pema Dakini Kaya Awe Bikenza Om Waki Bikenza Kenza A Sita A Bikenza Hum Sarwa A Bikenza Hri Om Ahum Cha Hri Ram Ram Yam Ram Hum. Namo Guru Vikadzaya. Homage to the medicine Buddha and all the lineage of all the traditions of Tibetan Buddhism. Namo, I take refuge together with them and the three jewels and three roots and all sources of refuge. I now awaken the sublime thought of enlightenment to bring all beings to maturity called Buddhahood. Emanating from an intensely pure infinity of voidness, a cloud of offerings fills the sky, replete with mandalas, royal evidences, and an infinite number of dakinis and goddesses. May this offering be inexhaustible. Through it may all beings attain happiness and be free of any form of pain or suffering. May their happiness not deteriorate. May they attain equanimity. Om Subhava Shuddha Sarva Dharma Subhava Shuddha Om. All becomes voidness. From this domain of voidness, all the universes become a beautiful palace. Upon a lion throne, sun and moon seat, the seed soluble blue home appears, and myself, and my heart chakra, myself, and the one in front, each becomes Sanjay Menba, blue medicine Buddha, blue like lapis lazuli. Radiating light, wearing the three robes of Dharma. The right hand of the mudra of giving holds the arura of the healing herb, in meditation, Mudra holds a bedding bolsh of the nature of mind as voidness, seated in Vajra position, complete with all the characteristics of the sign of a Buddha. On the petals of the lotus, 8 petals of the lotus of the one in front is Shakyamuni Buddha and the rest of the 7 Buddhas. The volumes of the Dharma are behind, the 16 Bodhisattvas behind them, and behind them are the 10 protectors of the world. Also the 12 chiefs of the universe, each with its own retinue. At the 4 gates are the 4 great kings. All have the 3 letters Om, Ah, Hum in the 3 places. Light radiates from whom to their hearts, invoking innumerable wisdom deities from the Eastern Buddha field of Vaksabhaya. They are absorbed into myself and the medicine Buddha in front. Namo Mahabhikansi Sapariwara Benza Samaya Za Za Benza Samaya Tikta Len Om Hom Tram Tri Ah Abhikansa Hom. I offer the medicine Buddha flowers, incense, lights, perfume, form, sounds, smells, tastes, sensations, and all Dharma. Home. Menma and the entourage of all the gods and all Buddhas have been summoned to this place. Bestow your great blessing to confirm the sublime initiation of the fortunate and faithful practitioners of the Dharma. Please clear away all obstacles which curtail life. May we perfect the 2 accumulations of wisdom and compassion and insight. Om Argyam, Pajam, Rupe, Dupe, Lope, Gende, Niwede, Shabda, Rupa, Shata, Chate, Gende, Sapa Riwasha, Chati, Sa, Om. Well, this is the first part of the Medicine Buddha text, which carries all of the compassion, power, and insight of all the Buddhas of the past, present, and future, and all the lamas of all the lineages emanating from Shakyamuni Buddha down to the present day. So sit with your back straight. The Lama visualized in front of the medicine Buddha sends white light from the forehead into your forehead, red light from the throat into your throat, and blue light from the home in his heart to your heart. When these 3 lights are seen shining simultaneously, the Lama as the medicine Buddha moves into you, you become the medicine Buddha. The Om and the Ah move together down the central channel into the Hum. The Hum becomes the creation sound of voidness. This is the situation of mind in the universe in absolute truth. Whenever you sound the Hum, this truth is activated as healing energy to physical, mental, and emotional situations that require healing. Then the Hum light and the medicine Buddha energy permeates all the 6 realms of conflicted sentient beings. The 4 in the spirit world, and all the planets where animals and humans take birth in the entire universe. Thinking like this, chant the healing mantra of the medicine Buddha and see these sounds, these vibrations, circling the blue Hum in your heart chakra. They are stationary and the letters face out. With the power of the Hung in this mantra, the light creates 84,000 nadis through your body. And this light escapes like the sun in our solar system to raid all 6 realms of conflicted sentient beings, liberating them, healing them. All our old mothers. Tadyata. Om. Bikanji, Bikanji. Maha Bikanji. Rajda. Sa Mudgate Soha. So this mantra means collecting all the wisdom energy. And with the sound Om, the life force of the universe, to blue body, blue speech, blue mind, and then take those 3 beyond into blue voidness, the Buddha realm of Dewa Chen. Soha, energy healing always increasing, applied indiscriminately to every sentient being in the universe. Tadyadom, Bikanji, Bikanji, Maha, Bikanji, Rajna Samagati, Soha. Tadyadom, Bikanji, Bikanji, Maha, Bikanji, Rajna Samagati, Soha. Tadyadom, Bikanji, Bikanji, Maha, Bikanji, Rajna Samagati, Soha. Tadyadom, Bikanji, Bikanji, Maha, Bikanji, Rasa Samagati, Soha. Tadyadom, Bikanji, Bikanji, Maha, Bikanji, Rasa Samagati, Soha. Tadyadom, Bikanji, Bikanji, Maha, Bikanji, Rasa Samagati, Soha. Tadyadam, Bikanji, Bikanji, Maha, Bikanji, Rajna Samagati, Soha. Tadyadam, Bikanji, Bikanji, Maha, Bikanji, Rajna Samagati, Soha. Tadyadam, Bikanji, Bikanji, Maha, Bikanji, Rajna Samagati, Soha. Tadyadam, Bikanji, Bikanji, Maha, Bikanji, Rasa 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 Samagati, Soha. Tadyadam, Bikanji, Bikanji, Mahavikanji Rajasamagati Suva Tadyatam Vikanji Vikanji Mahavikanji Rajasamagati Suva Tadyatam Vikanji Vikanji Mahavikanji Rajasamagati Suva Tadyatam Vikanji Vikanji Mahavikanji Rajasamagati Suva Tadyado Vikanji Vikanji Maha Vikanji Rajasamagati Sura Tadyado Vikanji Vikanji Maha Vikanji Rajasamagati Sura Tadyado Vikanji Vikanji Maha Vikanji Rajasamagati Sura Tadyado Vikanji Vikanji Ma Vikanji Rajasamagati Suha Tadyado Vikanji Vikanji Ma Vikanji Rajasamagati Suha Tadyado Vikanji Vikanji Ma Vikanji Rajasamagati Suha Tadyado Vikanji Vikanji Maha Vikanji Rajasamagati Suha Tadyado Vikanji Vikanji Maha Vikanji Rajasamagati Suha Tadyado Vikanji 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 Rajasamagati Suha Tadyado Vikanji Vikanji Maha 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 Vikanji Rajasamagati Suha Tadyado Vikanji Maha Vikanji Rajasamagati Suha Tadyado Vikanji Vikanji Maha Vikanji Rajasamagati Suha Tadyado Vikanji Vikanji Maha Vikanji Rajasamagati Suha. With this mantra, your visualization in the seed soul of home. All sentient beings in the 6 realms are released of the confliction of the emotional energy program of their mind, resulting from judgmental mind. Judgmental mind is a preordained, pre-prescribed mentality of all humans, judging things that they think or sense with their body as good. Then judging things that, with their body and their intellect that they don't like as bad. And suffering from the affliction of superiority, arrogance, then judging with their beliefs the situation of inferiority, with jealousy, and all of this emanating from their ignorance, their delusionary way of letting the conflicting emotions based on these judgments completely contaminate how they see, smell, taste, touch, feel, and think about the world around them and the beings in it. The medicine Buddha is to treat this universal cause of disease or illness. Not just symptomatically, but actually introduce the cause of healing, voidness. That this is all an illusion and we all suffer from delusion, believing the illusion to be real. All the animals, humans, spirits, and the entire universe are in this situation together with us. No one left out. So the application of the medicine Buddha with the sound home and the healing mantra, Tadyata Om, Bekanzi, Bekanzi, Maha, Bekanzi, Rajna, Samagati, Soha. All of that is to decontaminate the mindset of the four spirit worlds and all the worlds where animals and humans take birth. And then for us humans, the Buddha in the text gave a long life healing practice of the medicine Buddha, of visualizing from the bowl of wisdom nectar held in the lap of the medicine Buddha. It overflows and goes to the four dakinis of the four directions. In front, the blue dakini of water. To the right, in the south, the gold dakini of earth. In the east, the red dakini of fire. And in the north, the green dakini of air. And each of them holding a bowl or a vase. Then the nectar from the medicine Buddha overflows into their 4 Dakini vases, overflows and goes into the top of your head and fills you in stages as you say the medicine Buddha. Then you overflow with this supreme nectar and it floods the entire universe with the wisdom nectar of the sound of the Dharma. All sentient beings are mothers. Get some. Tadyado Viganji Viganji Maha Viganji Rajasamagati Soha. Tadyado Viganji Viganji Maha Viganji Rajasamagati Soha. Tadyado Viganji Viganji Maha Viganji Rajasamagati Soha. Tadyado Om Viganji Viganji Maha Viganji Rajasamagati Soha. Then visualize in your mandala infinite dakinis, taking this wisdom nectar to each and every sentient being of the 4 realms of the spirit world and all animals and humans. No mantra. The sound of voidness. The true nature of your thoughts, judgments, emotions, and all sensual perception. And it all dissolves into wisdom light. Vivid like a rainbow. This 5-colored light circles the home in your heart chakra. And all the dakinis and all sentient beings merge into you as the medicine Buddha. And you disappear into the syllables of the heart mantra. And starting with the word Tadyata, all syllables dissolve into the blue home. The nature of voidness blends with space. No meditation. Be present in the infinite capacity of your own mind as the blinding light of infinite space. Home. While you're sitting in this accomplishment state of voidness, with the vibration of the home, blue in color, if a thought arises, that's your mind. If no thought like space, that's awareness. Your choice. This accumulation accomplishment stage is the second part of the tantric practice of the creation stage of the medicine Buddha. Through doing all these sutra and tantric practices and resting in voidness more and more, you will be able to know that your afflicted mind is a single thought, and that your awareness has none of that. Simply described, the awareness of your natural mind is open, clear, naked, and blazing with light. And that is simply the essence of the present, where there's no past or future. And a mind that through practice has been cleared of obstacles and afflictions. And when you reach the simplicity of non-thought or voidness, there's no goal. It just leads to higher and higher states of Bodhisattva or Buddha intelligence that can be applied to sentient beings regardless of their condition, for healing, for alleviating their pain and suffering. I'm explaining this so you understand the word Dharma. Dar, awareness, mother, mom. Awareness of the ultimate truth of your own natural condition is in harmony with the natural world. There's nothing to accomplish beyond that. Boom. Menla and entourage, the assembly of all great gods summoned to this place, bestow your blessing. Confer the sublime initiation that the fortune and faith will clear away all obstacles which curtail life and cause sickness. May we accomplish the perfection of the true accumulations of compassion and insight. Whom I offer the 7 precious royal articles, sources of pleasure, such as the excellent royal gem and so on. May I perfect the true accumulations of merit and awareness. Om Mani Ratna Hom, whom I offer to the Buddha Sanjay Menva, the great central mountain Meru, foremost of all, along with the 4 continents and their islands. Om Mandala Pujame, Gasamurti Saparani Samye Ahum, Soha, Hum. I bow to and praise the holder of the precious remedies colored like a mountain of lapis lazuli, designating the suffering of sentient beings, sickness to be eliminated. And this surrounded by 8 bodhisattvas, I bow to and praise the precious 3 jewels. Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, and the three roots, Lama deities and protectors. I vow to embrace all the gods of the medicine Buddha tradition, also Brahma, Indra, and the eight strings, and the protectors of the 10 directions. All of these, both divine and human, who possess the knowledge of healing. This garland of lapis lazuli is the mantra circling around the home. In the heart of myself and the one, my root lama and front. Tadyata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Ma Bikanzi Raja Samagati Soha. Tadyata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Ma Bikanzi Raja Samagati Soha. Tadyata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Ma Bikanzi Raja Samagati Soha. I confess all sins and failings. I dedicate the merit towards the enlightenment of all beings. May there be the worldly beings return to their places. May all the deities of wisdom and Samaya absorb into me. In this phenomenal pure domain, may all be accomplished appropriately. Chom den de shen pa cha jong jong par yo dak par so pe sanje men je la de du yar o ki yo po la cha sa lo chom den de shen pa chom den par yo dak par so pe sanje men je la den du yar la o ki yo I bow before the vanquisher Tathagata, conqueror of all enemies, completely and perfectly pure Buddha, Sanjay Menta, king of lapis lazuli radiance. This prayer can be said with prostration to accomplish great healing power and insight into the nature of your natural mind is voidness. Now sit in meditation posture. And we'll do Tonglen. The highest level of healing accomplishment using the void nature of mind to deal with the afflictions of sentient beings. Everyone has 1,000 times more negative karma than practitioners do. This instills a state of unlimited compassion, unconditional love, and altruistically applied. To friends, lovers, relatives, or any sentient being that you see, you know is suffering. Some physically, some mentally, some emotionally, and all of them spiritually. Bring one of these lover, friend, relative, Dharma brother, Varsha brother or sister, or any sentient being that you can think of individually. And with your inhale, remove all of their afflictions with black light into your heart center and disappear it. Immediately respond to that individual with blazing white light from your heart chakra, filling them. Instantly bringing healing physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually to that individual. You don't have to know the affliction of the individual because you already know they are suffering. So each and every person you have karma with is the practice of this taking and sending. Mother, father, friends, relatives, Varsha brothers and sisters. You choose. People you see on the street while driving, black light in, disappear all of their suffering, white light back. Physically, mentally, emotional, spiritual, healing. No more is needed in this practice. It's based on the absolute truth of voidness. The true nature of your natural awareness. That's what disappears, the negative energy in taking and sending. And if you watch the news, read the newspaper, cell phone, TV, you see massive amounts of social discord. Large groups of people, 50, 100,000, 5,000, 10,000. Black light into your heart center, remove all of that. Disappear it. Exhale white light. Everything okay. Infinitely okay. Infinite is spiritual, unconditional, never changed. Timeless. So do this taking and sending at every opportunity. At night in dreams, or when going to sleep, during the day in the waking stage. Uncountable opportunities. It's based on the true nature of your natural mind. Form is emptiness, emptiness is form. That applies to everything. Every thought, every emotional affliction, every judgment call, and every sentient being everywhere. We'll conclude tonight's class with a dedication prayer that Kala Rinpoche dictated to us. By doing these practices, by the power of these virtuous actions, and the unconditional love and kindness of my parents to me, and the teachings of bodhicitta by my lamas, and my commitment to all my Vajra sisters and brothers, and the connection between myself and all men and women. All my possessions, and even those of beasts of burden from which I take milk and yogurt to drink, and the animals whose flesh and blood I eat, to all of these without leaving one behind, may they quickly reach the sublime and perfect state of human maturity as a Buddha. By the power of the truth of the great compassion, the excellent objects of refuge, and by the power of this merit of pure altruism, may I completely remove every misery of all living beings who fill the sky. By the perfect virtues of this world and of nirvana, may the hopes and desires of all beings be filled according to their wishing. May my own body, flesh, blood, and skin, and so forth, appropriately benefit all beings. May the misery of all my old mothers come upon me. May all my happiness and virtue be realized by them. For as long as I remain in the world, may there never arise, even for the instance, the thought of harming others or my environment. And for the sake of living beings, may I energetically exerting myself, not slacking for even an instant through discouragement, weariness, or other causes. May I gain the ability to ever bestow whatever is desired or appropriate for beings who are poor, hungry, or thirsty. May I take upon myself the great burdens of beings who suffer the unbearable torments of hells and the other miserable realms. May all these beings attain liberation right now, today. Ewadi du dan, Chagya Chandra Jugane, Chowa Shinkling Nonata, Te Sawan Goparsho, Sanjay Kusa Nimpai Chamada, Shoni Megur Nimpai Chamada, Hindu Viche Nimpai Chamaki, Cheetah Parsho. By this virtue of having realized Mahamudra, Dzogchen, or Kusulu, may all beings become completely realized by the blessing of the three bodies of the Buddha being accomplished, by the blessing of the truth of this Dharma being unchanging, by the blessing of the wishes of the Sangha, that's us, being unwavering. May this and all dedication prayers be fulfilled. May all the lamas have long life, good health, happiness, and prosperity, and all their wishes be fulfilled. May all beings be free of suffering. May all sentient beings be happy. May they all be established in the bliss nature of their mind by our practice and attain a state of equanimity, free of attachment, aversion, pride, jealousy, stupidity, bewilderment, ignorance, hope, and fear. Duchiche. Aloha. Thank you.